Hi pretty simmers, it's pretty Plume Bob here today, and as you can probably tell from the title of this video, we're going to be making the Powerpuff Girls, and we're going to be making them as toddlers. I got this idea in my head to make the Powerpuff Girls, and since then I have been absolutely fixated on it. I downloaded some extra custom content for it, and just for like a whole week in my mind, I could not get this idea of the Powerpuff Girls out of my brain, so I'm very happy to make them. I think part of the reason I was so excited about it is because I never really make toddlers. I feel like all my toddlers are born in my game, so I never really spend the time creating them in Create-A-Sim. So it was just super fun to go through and make toddlers. I did try and age them up and they looked absolutely crazy as adults, but they are super cute as little babies, as you can see here. I have to say also, when I was trying to take the screen caps for this video, I put them all into game, and Bubbles was just running around hugging everybody, and little Miss Buttercup was just in a foul mood, and everybody was kind of doing things that were super like on brand for their character. So I thought it was just really adorable, and it made me think it might actually be really cute to do like a little let's play with them, where maybe we can make the professor and then have the three of them be doing sort of like a super sim challenge. So me trying to get all of their traits and all of their like the traits that come with parenthood really high and all of their skills maxed out, with just one adult and the three Powerpuff Girl toddlers, and we could age them all the way into adults and sort of like grow with them and see how they evolve into children and teens and eventually adults. So let me know what you guys think of that. It would be sort of like a twist on the Super Sim challenge where we make 3 Super Sims and make them the Powerpuff Girls. I will say, as you guys can see now, the biggest, like most challenging part of making these 3 Sims for me was Blossom's hair. I could just not find the right hair. I could not find the right bow. It took me so long, and I actually had to exit the game at one point and then go back in and like replay with her hair again and custom content again because I just was not totally happy with it. And she has bangs in the show, but honestly, for the life of me, I just like couldn't find a hair with bangs that I could use a bow on easily. So you guys will see what I end up choosing, and actually secretly in the back it's like not totally right. There's braids that go back and there's a little bow behind it. So I'm just not totally happy with it. If we did do a let's play, I would definitely go in and I would find a better hair for Blossom and hopefully a better bow for Blossom too. I'm gonna try and find like if other people have made the Powerpuff Girls. I'm sure I'm not the first person with this idea, and see if they did make them as toddlers, like what kind of stuff they used and what their final looks ended up being. And maybe find a hair that is a little bit better suited to Blossom here. Other than that though, like I am really happy with how all 3 of them turned out. I feel like Buttercup's got a little bit of like a scowl. She looks kind of like she's fierce. You wouldn't want to mess with her. I like how Blossom looks like very like realistically ginger in my opinion. Like she has light skin and it's kind of like a bit flushed and blushed, which I feel like that kind of skin tone often gets. So I think it is just like fitting her really nicely and really perfect. And then I feel like Bubbles too, like I tried to make her look very kind of like cutesy and doll-like, since that's kind of what her personality is like in the show, and I think I managed to do that. But I would love to know your guys' opinions. Which one of these 3 do you think turned out the best? Which one do you like the most? Maybe just even as a character, personality-wise. You can go ahead and leave that in the comments below. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on the Powerpuff Girls. Trait-wise, I went with the wild trait for Buttercup. I decided not to do fussy because I didn't want her just like throwing tantrums. I feel like that's not her deal. I feel like she's kind of like active and just ready to sort of go all the time, so I made her wild. And then for Blossom, I gave her the independent trait because I feel like she's just a little independent queen who's kind of, you know, the leader of things and whatever. And then for Bubbles, I ended up giving her the angelic trait, but it kind of made me realize that I wish we had sort of like a crybaby trait or something that like just makes them be sort of like sweet and gooey, but I felt like angelic was a good enough fit that it worked for what I was trying to accomplish with them. So I did notice as I was editing this that in the very end of the video, when I show them up close and kind of do the final reveal here in just a moment, you'll notice that their eyes got messed up. So Buttercup and Bubbles, they have the right color eyes, but they do have the base game eyes rather than the custom content I gave them, and like you can see them in the thumbnail. So you'll just have to imagine that they have the custom content eyes like Blossom, which are a little bit brighter. And with that, I think we're about coming to the end of the video. You can see me kind of messing with her bow there. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you want to like and subscribe, it would really help me out as a new YouTuber. I do read and reply to every single one of my comments, and I love to hear from you guys. I post new videos on Mondays and Thursdays, including my 100 baby challenge that I'm doing with berry sims. It's a 100 berry baby challenge. So if you'd like to follow along, please do, and I will see you guys in the next one. Here's the reveal.